This is me. This is me and you, bro.
All right now.
Hey, what's going on, King EJ? What's going on, brother?
Shoot, what's up, King Takao, Mr. Lincoln, Mr.
Hey,
1.8?
1.8. I like that. 1.8. Now I was calling, bro. Just been calling, talking to my guy Nick. So
So keep doing what you're doing.
gotta keep going. Gotta keep going for me. Gotta turn these rentals into some cash, but I need some sales. Hello. Oh, he's connected to the audio, huh? Sure. How's this phone about to die? Put battery on it. Jump and plug in that.
All right, locked in and loaded.
I was wondering, I'm like, what's going on, bro's audio?
What's up, crew?
What's going on? What's going on,
It's
man? We
Father.
here.
It's Monday. You guys have a good resurrection weekend?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, y'all. Y'all anoint yourselves. All right. All right.
I
Takao,
can't.
I can do nothing but laugh.
All right. Cool. Just make sure
I
y'all do
can't.
that today.
That.
It's part of the process. All right. We rolling in. All right. So let's look at last week. So we got two people didn't report. And then we got three people executed their commitments, and we got a
How's
yellow,
it
which
yellow?
yellow don't apply. It's either you did or you did
Oh,
not.
Yeah,
well,
bro.
hold on, hold
We
on. All right, all right,
did
all
or
right.
we
Yeah,
did not.
bro.
All right, now, Jay, hold on. All right, no. So, what if it's partial?
Uh,
Like I had a goal of me.
Yo, you should see
uh,
two of your peers. They're like, nah, bro, it ain't
Now,
cool.
all right. So I had a goal of meeting. I had a goal of meeting a lender and a seller's agent. The seller's agent pushed on me for this week, but I did meet with the lender. So is that a red?
Yeah,
It
no,
what?
that's good. You met with one of them, but you just didn't meet both. You should
That's
have
fair.
filled the slot with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's you know what? I like that. That's a
Yeah,
red.
yeah. We're gonna
You can
call it a red. You had a commitment.
you
You
can
didn't
change
meet.
that color for me.
Now,
Hey,
you know what? Sometimes it ain't even our fault. We
it
just gotta be
wasn't, but
prepared for it all. We gotta be prepared for it all.
that's real. That's real.
Yeah. You
That's real.
missed. You missed.
Yo, the team was like, "What do you mean
Unbelievable.
yellow, bro?"
yeah, bro. You went
Yeah.
rogue. You went rogue with that.
You
I was
know
gonna
what?
say,
I love how everybody got the same standards as Jerry. Everybody's like, nah, bro.
nah, bro. Ain't no in between. Don't
We
matter.
love you. We know you had good intentions, but nah.
Yo, you know how
Nah.
many yellow weeks I could have had if that was an option? Like,
But it's the realness, right?
Yeah,
Commitment's
yeah,
a
yeah.
commitment. We wholly met it or we didn't. And I love the transparency and not just lying and saying you hit something you didn't. So that's respect. All right, Mr. Johnson, what's your win from last week, Chief?
my win from last week, which I completely forgot to log, my bad, is I knocked out my 100 calls. I see some traction coming from it. I shared it with the group, but I got a rental lead and I got a home sale lead that I'm happy to
Wow.
follow up with. Yeah. She answered the
Wow.
phone. She's like, yeah, I actually was thinking about selling, but the rates are blah 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 blah. And I was like, can I follow up with you in about a month? And maybe we could talk about see the price of your home. Maybe I can come by and take a look at the home and give you the proper assessment. And she says, yeah, that would be great. So I got a seller lead from that, and that created it was like a window of fresh air opening in my head. I was like, yes, okay. So I did knock out my goal, which was 100 calls. I just forgot to log it, so that was a win from last week.
All right. Executed. Good work. Good work. All right. That's a huge dub. Where are you stuck? What's hitting you internally?
Um, Still not happy with where I am financially, but I'm learning to shift my mindset into just looking at what I
I love
have
you.
and being grateful for it. And it's still a struggle because I'm like I know I should be and I could be a lot further along, and it's just bothering me because things keep coming up. Shit keeps coming up that needs money. So yeah, that's probably my internal struggle.
Good. Well, your pain clearly was getting loud enough that you jumped in and started making calls and actually proved to yourself that you are about that life and that there's people out there waiting for you to rescue them. Turn that shit up this week. I love it. What are you committing to this week?
100 calls, just hitting it again.
100 calls.
100 calls, hitting it again.
Good work. All
It's
right.
work. It's working. I'm gonna make it continue to work. That's it.
It is. It really is. Big time. Mano. Oh, I thought he jumped in. Takao, talk to me, brother. What's your win?
Similar to Nathan, I got some good traction going on. From cold calling, I got some good leads. I got about I say about like two solid leads. One lead is doing a renovation. It'll be done in May in Milton, and then another lead. He told me to give him a
Wow.
call. He's in Stoneham, and then
How
the
many
one
how
I
many
just
leads? How many leads you said it was?
I say about two solid, and then
Wow.
I talked to Nick, the 1.8 listing in Lincoln. I was pushing to go there. I didn't know. I didn't know it was 1.8 because I was just calling. And then once I looked up the property, I was like, yeah, bro, I wouldn't let nobody just come and take pictures of this anyway.
Yeah.
So I use that as like a way to get some traction. Definitely this get back posting. I haven't posted in a good month, so that was a good introduction. So that was my one for the week.
I love that, bro. Claw in the dirt. Claw in
Yeah.
the dirt, bro. We're not trying to see a plant yet. We're prepping the landscape, dropping seeds. They're gonna germinate, bro. So now at least you have something substantial to get creatively follow up on. Rather it's, hey, I saw this. Oh, this is a nice comp that actually will work out from the timing you're planning to finish that project. So I'm thinking our price point may be around this range, but we'll look closer as we get closer. That is an asset strategist from a seller's mind. Like, okay, wow, this dude's keeping an eye out for my stuff. And then when it comes due, you're that guy, right? So those are the great ways of keeping in touch without saying, hey, I'm checking in.
See,
Yeah.
you recording?
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Hey, okay, word. I can see this on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
word.
All right, where are you stuck?
I would say I'm stuck with more exposure. So I had a I had a mishap with the EDM,
What's that?
the every door direct mailer. I talked to Jermaine. Me and Jermaine talked about it. I had paid for it, but I don't know. Let me stop rambling. Well, I'm stuck at just getting more exposure. And finding my location. Like Alex says, like I got my niche, multifamilies, but finding out whether it's gonna be like am I gonna focus on Dorchester, Cambridge? Like that's where I'm stuck at.
Love that. I love that. I want you to make you make your own commitments because you're your own king. I want you to make a commitment. This is my ask, but do what the fuck you want. Trust me, I ain't gonna be in my feelings. Make a commitment to get clear on this. This is gonna serve you, bro. Because once you get clear, I promise you, it's just so much easier to strategize, go all in, create content. Just that would be my recommendation. But what are you committing to this week?
Um, my commitment is to invest $150 into my marketing.
All right, before you invest $150, why don't you choose a location of what's your target area first? But that's just my thoughts.
Nah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
I love that though. Willing to exchange your money for opportunity to grow your business. That's so smart.
Sure.
All right, good work, bro. All right, Debo.
What up, team? What up? What up? Good morning. Good
What's that
morning.
win look like?
Yeah. So I met with the lender on my uncle's transaction and just got to talk about partnerships for lead generation in the future. So I thought that was a great win for me. And then the social media posts that we put up with the EDE Agent of the Month went crazy. So traction that way for visibility as well.
Post Steam. You got a couple things that were shown. People showed you they want to see you in.
Oh
Also,
yeah,
they showed you they're like, damn, you really are about that life? Bet. We need to chat.
that part. That part.
People want to do business with people that are actually doing some shit or actually winning. It's like, oh, I can trust you. Are you really about that life? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, your post got crazy, Steam. That's just nuts.
Yeah, man. It's like people want to see the action. I'm like, you know what? It's just a reminder of who you are, you know?
Yeah.
So, where am I stuck? It's just focus now. It's just locking in and focusing. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you Debo, bro. Just, I'm gonna start
Yeah.
calling you, bro. I gotta start calling you, bro.
Call me, man. My line open, bro. I gotta call you too, bro. See what you want, man. See what everybody want. Yeah, man.
So I put aligning this momentum to focus.
Focus. Yeah.
Awesome.
Period.
All right, what are you committing to this week, Chief?
I'm meeting the seller's agent this week again, just to talk, collaboration, points of emphasis, creating some content together. So there's that. And I also want to create a schedule for myself, like an actual, like, yo, how can I create this system where I can have more focus time in the madness of everything.
Wow, okay.
That's the difference, man. That's the only thing stopping us, man. It's just focus.
Yep.
The whole fear thing is gone. I'm not scared of nothing no more. It's just I gotta focus and lock in. That's it. And I hope y'all had a good Easter, by the way.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. They just didn't anoint themselves, but they had a great resurrection weekend.
Amen to that,
I don't know. Yeah,
man.
but they're gonna anoint themselves today, they said though. That's the word. So I'm happy about that.
Heard. Heard.
Elijah, what's your win, Chief?
My win last week, I had several
Mm,
successful VA follow-ups.
mm, mm. I felt that several, EJ.
Yeah. What does that mean? Lenders or clients?
Clients.
How did those turn out? What was the win about it?
The fact that they're open to buy, I overcame the fear of just, second guessing. I'm like, nah, forget all that. We're just gonna dive straight in. We're gonna call them, and then we're gonna write down what happened. My win was EJ, reach out, figure out where their head is, what do they need, and also offer them ways that are outside of real estate and value, which they appreciated. So just by reaching out to them, I noticed my brand was successful in what I offered them.
Damn, that's the win. See that's the win. I thank you for that. Good work. I'm glad. And that just builds confidence and momentum within you. It really does. Just like everybody has different activities they did that reaffirm their value, reaffirm their gift, reaffirm what they're capable of. We have to create these momentum tornadoes, and it's gonna be a lot of good stuff. Where are you stuck?
Fully understanding what a high level VA business looks like.
What a high level VA business looks like. What does that mean?
Looking different than others, doing more than others.
Gotcha. So how do you gonna differentiate yourself as a VA agent?
Well, that's going to be my commitment.
All right, so but where you're stuck is understanding what that
Oh,
like you
so
want to be that, but you're trying to understand what is it that you have to become to be that person that many can't even compare with.
yes, and specifically on the information side.
Okay.
So you'll it'll be said when we get to the next point.
All right, perfect. So what are you committing to, Chief?
Have I want to add to my database. So my goal this week is to have 5 pieces of key information that appeal to high end VA buyers.
All right, and these are going to be content, or this is just like readable information?
These will become content, yes.
All right, so for right now, your commitment is just doing this research and finding these 5 powerful pieces of information that will appeal to VA buyers.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure, find the pieces of information, make sure I understand the full picture. Then we create effective content.
And that's all this week, right?
Yep. What to create the content this week?
No, no, you're gonna you're gonna map out what content, or you're gonna actually execute and create the content as well.
I'm gonna study the data points, map it out, and the content will come when it comes.
Okay. All right, so we'll take off the content part. So you're not creating the content. It's just more so going fully deep dive into 5 powerful pieces and understanding it.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Good work, man. That's exciting. All right, team. Well, this is really good. And clearly your brains are flowing. This information is coming out a lot easier, even when it comes to your commitments. And they're aligning. So nothing left to do but just start toward your commitments. Even if it's just one thing, just to get the momentum going. You guys got commitments? Start now. Start one thing, even if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Start. Oh, I'll share mine. Last week, yeah, just had a flood of momentum with lead generation activities. I was like getting addicted to cold calling, and just creating literally a lot of different leads. A lot of them were warm. I caught a hot one, ended up having an appointment on Saturday, locked in this guy. He was actually live on the market already. Locked him in. He's supposed to be canceling on Saturday, and I was going to take over on, nope, canceling. He was supposed to, and then it moved to Tuesday, but they already gave the green light. He was loving it. They were both appreciative. Got a text Sunday. They were putting a complete pause on everything. Said thank you, but right now we're not going to move forward. We're going to put a pause on everything. Thank you so much. Like once we, kind of figure things out, we'll definitely be back in touch. So that was a awesome high, and then it was just a great reminder of why we have to continue just pumping different opportunities. So it's still a great win. I checked myself. I didn't allow myself to go totally negative. I felt the weight. I just stay calm and as my body reset and rebalanced, and then work through it with God of knowing like me and God is we in this. The fact that I'm getting this close and all these warm leads I'm generating just tells me I'm in the right space. So um still a major win. Where I'm stuck is I've been really challenged I was challenged by my wife and myself to like, what does Jeremy really want to do? Like later on, like where is that pinnacle of, if we're fast forwarding, where is that? What am I doing? What is it that, and I'm having a tough time with that. And I think one, it's avoidance, two, it's fear, three, it's not, I'm really not clear, but then trying to add reality versus forget reality or forget limitations. What is that thing you could do, right? That you would be excited, love to do, that you could do. That's where you know what I mean? So I've been avoiding, and I say avoiding because even though it's not avoiding, it really is avoiding, which is strange. And I got to get clear on what are those reasons I'm avoiding it. Why am I not making the time? Why am I acting very slow when I execute very fast on so many other things on my plate? So my commitment this week is to create a list of top three things that were meant for me to do on this earth, and then narrow that down to one thing. Then create a 1 year plan for that mission, even if it's just a couple steps to move towards that. So that's my commitment. We're all locked in. We're all committed. We're all waking up at a very fast pace, which is dope. Don't lose momentum. Don't allow being unclear or well, what if, or the world's changing. Yeah, it is what it is. The world's gonna change, and it's always been changing. So, but do the work. Let's get it going. You guys are all, we're gonna be the cold calling king of this brokers. I promise you. Ain't no one gonna touch us. The amount of the opportunities we're gonna get, the business we're gonna build. I promise you. ETE crew, yeah, we're gonna be the cold calling crew that everyone's gonna look for guidance from. I promise you. So let's get rolling, crew. Good work. Honestly, very proud of you guys. Let's go get the bag. Yeah. Out.